about 5 miles.
Thank you. He made a promise, Ray, to his mother.
They were the last words she heard.
Okay. I'll give you an extension.
Till when?
Till I change my mind. Fair enough. Thank you, Kyle.
In 1984, 10 p.m. Tuesday, a little red blip appears in the radar screen at the Illinois Weather Tracking Station. At first, the radar technician thinks nothing of it. He thinks it's an aircraft. But when that little red blip breaks up into 4 other blips and flies off in separate directions, he knows something is amiss. Ladies and gentlemen, I now ask you to close your eyes and imagine yourselves back in that radar station.
Why am I already regretting this?
I can't imagine.
We don't even know what she looks like.
Engagement photos.
These are from a dollar photo booth.
Well, of course they are. After what happened with her brother and Princess Di, Audrey's family didn't want the pictures falling in the hands of the tabloids. By the time NORAD receives the mysterious signal, hundreds of fighter pilots have been deployed. 10:15. Sam Norbert's farm. Lights of red, green, and blue descend and encircle his barn. Hundreds of telephone calls swarm the Evanston Police Department. Our men in blue spring into action. Squad cars are scattered all over the city, responding to reported sightings. Sightings of unidentified flying objects. Ladies and gentlemen, to your immediate right, I present to you the site of the first reported landing of an alien spaceship, right there beyond the trees.
How does it feel to belong to the same gene pool?
What do you mean, Ray?
He's bilking them.
Well, they seem happy enough.
Hey, when does the real estate scam kick in?
These people are from the Sunset Retirement Home. Okay, some of these people haven't been out of their bathrobes in 7 years. Right, Murray?
8. And China.
Warning. No trespassing. Beyond this point, photography is prohibited.
Oh my, you are a risk taker. Oh, I love a man who lives on the edge. Shut up.
There it is. I can read the sign. Restricted area, no entry, use of deadly force authorized.
Oh, this is so exciting.
All right, let me handle this.
Hello?
State your business.
Hi, how are you today?
State your business.
Is that Brad? Brad the Bad Wilson? Hey, it's me, Ian McDonald, 2nd Battalion, Fort Bragg. How you doing?
This is not Brad Wilson, and if you do not clearly state your business, we will enforce military law.
Oh, well, I'm here to pick up my fiancée, Audrey McKenna.
We do not have anyone by that name here, sir.
That's kind of weird. I mean, she told me to meet her right here at the front gate. Just tell her I'm here.
Sir, you will proceed no further, and you will turn that vehicle around immediately.
I don't think that's probably what...
Ian, stop the van.
We have a security breach at gate 2, a security breach at gate 2.
Ian, stop the damn van. You got company.
All those inside the bus, exit with your hands above your heads. You are all under arrest.
Okay, boys, no need to panic. Hold your friendly fire.
All right, everyone, stay calm. Just do what they say.
Yeah, you keep talking.
Any luck, we'll shoot him. Good afternoon. My name is Constable Benton Fraser. And this is my wolf, Diefenbaker. May I... And now, introducing from the left, Understood.
This is a maximum security military base. What part of don't move didn't you understand?
Brad, you've changed, man. We were Semper Fi, compadres. We swore we'd go down together.
Excuse me, could you please shoot him?
Back in line.
If I may explain, this gentleman's fiancée,
Audrey McKenna.
yes, she either is or once was an employee at this base, and we were wondering if perhaps you could shed some light on her rather sudden disappearance.
Yes. Take us to your leader.
Take these 3. Leave 2 men with the others.
Have you seen my son? He was a pilot, you know.
No, ma'am.
Aliens? Well, Mr. McDonald, if your fiancée has indeed been captured by creatures from outer space, I'm afraid I can provide you with little comfort. This base is military, pure and simple, notwithstanding your brochure.
Well, you can laugh if you want, but that's a very high-quality program. And what about Audrey? Does she work here or not?
Well, she's your fiancée. I would think you would know, Lieutenant?
There's no Audrey McKenna on the personnel roster, sir. I've checked the computer back 10 years.
What a shock.
Sorry we can't help you, Detective.
No problem, Colonel. Sorry for the intrusion.
Is it possible that you might recognize this woman? Perhaps by a different name.
Afraid we still can't help you. She's very beautiful, though. You two make a very happy couple. I hope you find her.
Oh, really? Then why don't you just tell me where she is then, huh?
Thank you, Colonel.
You believe him?
Come on.
Now, wait a second. Don't you people see a cover-up? Oh, you're telling me aliens are just going to fall out of the
Thank
sky
you
and the
kindly.
U.S. Army is going to just let them snatch
come on,
people away
come on.
from the ones they love?
Don't want to get arrested.
No, wait a second.
Continue surveillance, sir.
Yes. Keep an eye on them until they leave town. Give me the lab.
They know her, or at least they know who she is.
Junior officer, I noticed that. His eyes, right? Just before he talked about Audrey, he looked away.
He didn't even look at her picture.
Yeah, what about the colonel? The colonel never blinked.
Not once.
Yeah, but he's in on it too.
I think so, yes.
So how do you know? Sweat.
No.
Shallow breathing.
N.O.
Dilated pupils.
Not that I noticed.
So what then?
His tabletop.
Ah, his tabletop.
Yes, his tabletop.
His tabletop?
His tabletop, Ray. Audrey McKenna's file was on his tabletop.
What?
That was Audrey. In the red parka. I just saw her get into that Bronco.
Oh, come on.
Right, what was I thinking?
The kid with the rocket's on the loose again!
Get in. Colonel wants to see you.
I demand you take me to the colonel's office. When my grandfather, Admiral Nimitz, finds out about this, oh, you people are in some serious trouble. You do not want to mess with a man who's named after a battleship, I'll tell you right now. Audrey.
Get your hands off me.
You're not a... What have you done to Audrey?
Gentlemen, I thought we'd covered this ground. Do you know this man?
No, sir.
Have you ever seen him before today?
No, sir.
Your friend here seems to think that Specialist Johnson is this person, Audrey. In fact, he chased her halfway across the base, endangering himself and members of my command. Now, if you don't mind, my assistant and I have reports to get back to. And gentlemen, if I catch you or your friend here on the base, no matter how good the reason, I'll arrest you, call your superior officers, and make sure that traffic duty is all either of you ever see for a very, very long time. Do I make myself plain?
Very plain, sir.
Come on, Ian.
I saw her. It's true.
Gentlemen.
Yes, Colonel.
Well, you guys don't believe anything.
You've put this project in jeopardy. I cannot allow that.
towards the sky, Norman. Do you think that's them?
Where?
That little twinkling light.
Is it shaped like a flying saucer?
Oh, don't be silly, Edna. Saucers were just made up. No, it'll look like the shuttle. You know, a plane with rocket boosters.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Our son flies planes.
Not anymore, dear. He died in the war.
That's what they said. But I think he's up there with them.
What do you think, Mr. Glassman?
I think this chair is killing me.
Oh, take mine.
No, take mine.
No, stay where you are.
It's a star. I mean, you think people get to a certain age, they stop kidding themselves.
Look who's talking. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Your story's nothing but full of malarkey.
Hey, my story is not malarkey.
Your story's full of malarkey. You know it, and I know it, and he knows it.
Ray, Audrey McKenna's file was on the desk in that base, and yet no one seems willing to admit that she was in any way connected to it. Don't you find that even vaguely curious?
That woman was not kidnapped by aliens or by anybody else. She is on that base, and she doesn't want to be found, especially by him.
You're wrong about that, my friend.
I am not wrong, and I am not your friend, okay? This whole thing is a figment of your imagination.
No, man. No, she made a big mistake. When she realizes, she's gonna come running right back to me.
All right, that's it. Time for a wake-up call, pal.
Well, you don't think she's crying her eyes out right now?
Not unless she's cutting onions.
You're harsh, man. You're really harsh.
Right. Look, sooner or later, he's got to face the facts, all right? Now, look, kid, you're not the first guy to be taken to the cleaners.
What Ray's trying to say
What Ray is trying to say is, a girl sees a guy in a bar, namely you. She's got maybe a half hour to kill. Now, you're not the best-looking guy in the joint, but compared to the locals, you're Brad Pitt. She bats her eyelashes, she gets you into bed, and after your 15 minutes are up, she takes your ring on the way out the door as a souvenir. It happens. We've all been there. We all know the drill.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the drill.
Well, that really seems to have helped, Ray.
Yeah, great. Go ahead. You two go. Leave me here to look for aliens. No such thing.
They're going to miss the Sky Watch.
Such a good eater. Do you like dogs?
Fur gives me hives.
Son?
So that's it then.
He's right. I'm an idiot. No girl for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I want to marry her. And I give her my mother's ring, just like that.
So you're packing it in. You're gonna leave?
35 years she wore that ring. She did not take it off her finger once until the day she died. And I gave it away for nothing.
How do you know it was for nothing?
Because she told me, okay?
Oh, she did. When? In the bar?
She told me.
When? While she was being abducted by aliens?
She told me when...
When, Ian? When did she tell you? You see, she didn't tell you anything. Now, I would imagine that you're afraid to find out, but your alternative is that you live the rest of your life wondering. Now, we will find Audrey. And when we do, you can ask her for yourself. Okay, that's good. That's enough.
I have something for you. Just... We'll stay here. Don't peek. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Don't peek.
All right.
No, Ian, that's not what I meant!
Oh, great.
Okay, we've got something coming up here. This could be it.
Stop the truck. Pull over. Got him. You are trespassing on government property. Pull over and stop. Stop the truck.
Ian?
Pull over.
I think right now would be quite a good time. Stop!
Jerry! Imagine running into you here. Listen, I can't chat. Nice to see you.
Excuse me, have you seen that? Oh, thank you.
Let's hope it's not another weather balloon.
No, this looks like the real thing.
We've got contact. Let's get ready, people.
7 miles and closing.
Tracking craft out to boundary markers.
You'll have to speak to the colonel, sir.
He's 5'10", 165. All I ask is that you let me shoot him first. Come on, guys, we don't have to do this.
You'll have to speak to the
I know, the colonel.
5 and closing.
Where's the colonel?
On his way.
4 and closing.
Secure the doors.
Securing doors.
Audrey! I want that ring back!
You know him? Tracking craft in position.
It was my mother's ring. I made her promise.
2 and closing.
If you don't want it, I want it back!
Well, I asked her. I couldn't get a straight answer.
Gentlemen, in aggregate, these charges normally carry penalties of upwards of 30 years. Providing we strike intent to sedition from the list, a charge that typically involves electricity in concentrations which I assure you do not want to experience firsthand. Now, you have been spared the full weight of these penalties thanks to the intercession of the City of Chicago and the Government of Canada, both of whom have requested leniency, claiming diminished mental capacity. Now, in light of the manifest truth of these claims, we have no choice but to process and release you.
Thank you, Colonel.
You're welcome. And now, Mr. McDonald, on a more private note. If I so much as catch sight of you within 5 miles of a United States military installation, I will personally shoot you right between the eyes with the largest caliber weapon we're currently developing in our research labs. Is that understood?
Boy, oh boy. When Billy Carter appointed my uncle to the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that is exactly the kind of threatening behavior he was trying to root out.
Ian.
God, that makes me mad.
Ian.
Audrey.
Ian.
It's you.
Yeah.
Why did you...
I had to go to work.
In the middle of a marriage proposal?
Ian, something very important happened here tonight. Something I've been working on for a long time.
What?
It's not the kind of thing I'm allowed to talk about.
You mean they... Oh, you mean they came? Yeah, they actually came.
Well, funny thing about the truth, isn't it? I mean, you can look at a cloud from one angle and see a camel. But you look at that same cloud from a different angle and you see a barbecue. But no matter how you look at it, it's still a cloud.
Until it rains and then...
It's gone.
Yeah, I think I understand that. So that's the way it's gonna be then, huh? Me and the kids waiting, dinner on the table cold. Family always the last priority. None of us ever knowing when you're gonna tell the truth. Is that the way it's gonna be?
Do you want your ring back?
No. I kept my promise. You keep that.
You know, when we met...
It was like magic. Like summer lightning. You took one look at me and you knew right away that I was the man that you were going to spend the rest of your life with.
No. I thought you were cute. You see, for me, it takes more than 42 minutes. Maybe if we had 43? I'm going to be at the Constellation later. If somebody, say some guy, wanted to buy me a Cosmopolitan, I probably wouldn't say no.
I'll be there.
And I'll probably see you.
Colonel's orders.
Thanks for all your help, guys. Hey, you guys gotta lend me some money.
What's in it for me?
I don't know, you can have the bus.
What bus? It's been confiscated.
So we'll steal it back.
Ian.
Perhaps we could recover it, Ray.
Well, I ain't driving back in that bus.
Well, Fraser will drive.
I'd rather hitchhike.
And risk arrest?
You've already been arrested.
Shut up.
Ray.
And you, the next time you ask me a hypothetical question,
Yes?
the answer's no.
That makes no sense, Ray. Hypothetically.
Goodbye, son.
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south.